Live from beautiful Ohio, it's the OK Boomer podcast featuring siblings, the real Jean and Laura.
Hello. I'm Jean.
And I am Laura. And we are here to encourage all you boomers, millennials, and everyone to be happily okay together. It sounds so good to hear you. We're not in person this time.
We are not together.
Because
I'm in Florida.
Yes, you are. Do tell me all about your life down there in your week.
I'm happy to. First, though, I want to set an intention for this podcast.
An intention? This sounds so serious.
It does, doesn't it? I don't know if you've done the meditation or the yoga, but I'm really liking it. And you always set an intention before you start your practice. So I thought maybe we could set an intention to encourage and strengthen each other, cheer each other up. And I mean, you and all our friends who are listening. We're going to.
I like that. I do like that.
Set an intention to be positive and strengthening.
And encouraging and supportive. I like that, Jean. That's a good one. All right. Ready to go.
Yes. All right. Yes, I am in Florida. Little bit of a challenge to get down here. We love to come down to Florida here for about 3 weeks.
Nice.
And we had the whole trip planned and scheduled. We were packed, ready to go.
Yeah.
Well, not quite that far along, but we were getting organized. And the car that we were planning to drive down started leaking.
Oh, no.
Stuff. Yeah.
Stuff like oil, water.
Right. I did something.
Doesn't matter. Leaks are bad.
So we took it into the dealer. Well, they didn't want to take it at first because they said, we want it, we can't get it fixed. Well, all right, leave it. We'll do what we can. Right?
Yeah.
So we left it. And we thought about flying, but we thought, renting a car. So I finally said, our cars are getting old anyways. We've been wanting to lease a new car. Let's just do it.
Whoa. Big step.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, took your car to be fixed and suddenly you're just going to lease it.
Right. I just said, wait, we're going to. So we went in, and I was kind of excited, it's fun to look at all the.
Oh, yeah.
What you want. Well, we looked at. How many cars do you think we looked at? We looked at one.
I was going to say 40. I don't know.
Right. I was ready to walk up and down the parking lot and climb in this car and try that new car. There was one available.
You had a choice of one?
We had a choice of one.
Oh, our world is so crazy right now. There's nothing out there.
Right. So we're actually thankful and said, okay. So it didn't take very long.
No big decision process.
So the process that I do about once every 10 years. Yeah, it was. Where was the joy?
Just made for you. So you like it?
Loved it. And because in the 10 years since we last bought a car, you probably know more about this than I would have. I mean, the whole electronics and instrumentation has gotten so razzle-dazzle.
Sweet. So you can get your phone on it, navigation, all that.
On it, right. It keeps you in your lane. It keeps you from running into people ahead of you.
Always helpful. I do have that lane thing.
Yes.
Actually, I'm glad. It's surprising how often I hear the little beep, beep, beep. So I scurry over.
Right. Now, we left the beep, beep, beep off, but you still have the other controls where it actually won't let you go over.
How's it not let you?
It doesn't. I haven't driven it yet, but that's what the OH says. It actually makes it really hard to steer that way. It's pushing you back. In fact, we drove just for fun when there was absolutely no one around. You could just drive hands free, and it'll keep you in the lane. I mean, easily.
Whoa! So this will be good for all those people that I see texting on the road, and I want to hold up a little sign and say, "Don't text." For all I know, they have this in their car.
Yeah, and they're just kind of making sure.
Yeah.
Right. Now, it would only really work on highways. The cars aren't equipped to know, like, traffic
Right.
thing.
Right.
At least our
Somebody
cars.
has stopped at the
But I
green
thought it
light.
was, yeah, really, that was really helpful. But what I really liked, it was surprising how enjoyable it was.
Yeah.
That, you get 6 months free Sirius XM.
Yes. Yes.
With your car,
yes.
know. So yay! So we're playing. We started off with 60s on 6.
Okay.
Then we later moved on to 70s on 7.
Hi, yes. And did you even do the 80s on whatever?
No, because we got so into the 60s on 6, we've hardly moved it. But what I really liked, first of all, the sound system sounds great. You don't even have to have it on very loud. I mean, it sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
And what I really liked, it's surprising how much pleasure it gave me on the long trip down, was they show not just the name and title of the song and the artist, but they also show a picture of the album it was from. And that was like so much fun to see.
It would be fun to see old albums that I have stuffed somewhere in my attic. That would be really fun.
It was. And for example, they had Judy Collins singing Both Sides Now.
Oh, yes.
I think Joni Mitchell sang that too, but it was Judy Collins. And it's the album cover of her sitting in a field of daisies, her long red hair, and there's kind of like daisies all around her. And I thought, oh, she looks so adorable. And I thought, but she hasn't done that for 50 years. That was
right.
like,
So maybe it doesn't look quite as adorable. Oh, we all still look adorable, don't
right. But yeah, I looked up. She was born in 1939.
No.
So Judy,
Seriously?
we still, yeah.
Oh, I had her as like my age.
Right.
Huh.
So
fascinating.
So it just, because you kind of look at the album and hear her sing, and you think, oh, that's Judy Collins, but it's not her current Judy-ishness. So yeah, so Florida. Well, I might as well launch into my week a little more. Is that all right?
Yeah, go right ahead.
So we made it down.
Yes.
With our new car.
Yes, safely.
Oh, another little thing that was kind of hectic was, and I'm sorry I'm taking so much time with this trip, but another little thing that was kind of hectic is we had to get like all new like easy passes, and Florida has a sun pass. Get those. That's a lot for boomers to have to get all the
tech
and go online and get it set up.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, and get online and get it set up, and we did all that. So
proud of you.
Thank you. So right, that first morning in the hot tub down here, I was like,
And don't you have a lazy river?
We do, and I love that lazy river, and it's just perfect right now. So although we've had beautiful weather, I know, and I'm happy for everyone in Ohio. Sometimes it's fun to be down here and it's like snowing and blizzards and you're down in Florida, but really I'm happy that everybody's having such a beautiful fall. I mean, you are, right? I mean, it's
gorgeous fall. Now, have you chatted with the lifeguards that we actually did on some episodes a while ago?
I have. One of them is still there, and he is now a pool attendant. So
a pool attendant instead of a lifeguard.
Right. So I see him a lot. Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Very nice.
Meaning like, what's a pool attendant?
He gets to wear like an official shirt now, official polo shirt, and I think they walk around and make sure they clean the chairs and everything's. Nice. That's one thing. They're pretty good about sanitizing all the chairs.
Yes.
Yeah. So just there supervising, making sure we're not all
being crazy boomers and trashing the place and throwing beer bottles everywhere. Yeah. Yes. I can see it now, Jane.
Right. Yeah. You don't know what happens in Florida. What happens in So we drove down, and one thing I like about the drive down is, and I look forward to this now because we've done it enough. When you go from West Virginia, which West Virginia is very pretty to drive through. Gorgeous. When you cross over into Virginia, this scenery is so pretty. You see all these farms and little sheeps and little cows. So I always look forward to that.
Yes.
And then the best part is when you go from Virginia, you're not in Virginia too long, you're kind of cutting across the western side. When you go from Virginia to North Carolina, it's just gorgeous. It looks like you could see for 50 miles in either direction, and it's just beautiful rolling farmland. It's really spectacular. I love that scene. So I was getting all excited about it, and I was, tearing my eyes away from the album covers.
Yes.
So that I wouldn't miss it. And I'm talking to the OH, how much longer are we in West Virginia? And he said, and I have to look at my notes because I want to get it exactly what he said. Oh, yes. He said, now remember, you have to go up the mountain before you can go down.
Poignant.
You
Good
have to
point.
go. I was like, wow.
Yeah, you do.
You do. And what he was trying to say was, we're up the mountain. You're not going to see it till we get down, is what we're going up this mountain. When we go down, you'll see it, what you're looking forward to on the other side. But I just thought I'd share that with you as something to maybe hold in your mind. The next time you meditate, you could say,
you have to go up the mountain in life
before you can go
down. The easier way. I guess so.
So just thinking of you all back in Medina.
Yes.
You're not, you're near Medina, but beautiful Ohio, our beautiful Ohio. So Medina's Jeopardy guy finally left after 38 wins. That happened.
Wow, did he? I mean, he had a stack full of money, like over $1.5 million, I think.
Yes. And what is he, like third or?
Yeah.
I mean, he did great. So shout out to him. I know
his mark.
Woo, woo. Yeah, we're a little bit late, but in recognizing him by the time this gets out. But yeah, it was exciting for us all.
It was.
But
yes,
we have another exciting thing in Medina. It turns out after years and years of never, really fielding a competitive team, let's put it that way. I mean, we love all the kids, but we were never really competitive. We have this fabulous high school quarterback.
Aha!
In fact, he's graduating and he's going to Penn State.
Yes.
He was recruited to Penn State. So congrats to him.
Congrats. Do you have his name?
I don't.
Sorry about that. But still, congrats to
I'll
him.
put it in when we do the social media. I'll find it. No, I was just so excited about this. I don't have his name.
That's all right.
And Medina is also number 1 in the state in football.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah.
Go represent Medina.
Right. Battling bees.
Battling bees. Producing all kinds of stars. There you go.
All right. And I will kind of close my section by saying, I don't know if you know this, but I have a new heartthrob.
I don't. You still love your OH?
Yes.
You're not telling me something.
No. We're going up the mountain together. That's all right. We're still going up
Who is your new heartthrob?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. Sure, you remember his name, but not your local Medina.
I know. You're right.
Trevor Lawrence. Now, is he the young fellow who has longish hair?
Yes. See, you know him.
Oh. Yeah, I do know him. Wow. Kind of not a Fabio look, but kind of got that wavy.
Yeah, that sort of Viking look.
Yes. Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, so of course I was very excited as we were driving down. I was very excited because you drive right through Jacksonville. So
oh yeah,
I was excited about that too. We got down that mountain and I saw Jacksonville.
Of course, he could be our grandson.
Yes. I realize this is an unrealistic. This is all a one-sided, unrealistic.
He hasn't actually texted or called or DM'd you, as the kids would
say. This is my own.
I think he's married, actually.
He is married. He got married right after he got drafted, I think.
Yeah.
So good luck to him. Yeah, Clemson. Oh, I liked him even back in those Clemson days too.
Well, little did I know that you kind of had this slight.
Yeah, I'm carrying. What did they say? Carrying a torch. I'm carrying a torch for Trevor Lawrence. I have one quick question for you. Last time I asked you if we still do housework.
Oh yeah, really we don't.
No, we don't. So this time I have kind of another quick question, and then I really will let you talk about your week.
It's not that exciting, so go ahead. Continue.
All right. Well, why do people, here it is. Here's my question.
Yes.
Why do people freak out so much if you have a clothing tag sticking out?
I was not expecting this question. You've been so impactful with your thoughts and mountain climbing and
yes.
Why do people freak out if they have a clothing tag sticking out?
Not the person who knows it, because not the person who has it, because they don't realize it. But like perfect strangers will come up and like push your clothing tag back in.
I guess they feel embarrassed for you.
But
you're sillily walking around with a clothing tag. I don't know.
I just find that really like. Would you go up and if someone's scarf wasn't tied quite how it should be, would you just start tying their scarf?
That's a fascinating question.
Thank you.
I'm going to think about this. But you do feel compelled to tell people, excuse me, your tag is sticking out.
It's like, yeah, you might want it in. I get that, but yeah, but sometimes people just do it like, oh, I put your tag back in for you. It's like, don't touch me.
I will have to say,
please think about that.
We should wear clothes with our tags out and see if anybody says something.
Right, because you wouldn't just come up and say, you know, here, your belt's crooked or your shirt needs to be tucked in a little bit better.
Fascinating. All right.
Thank you. With that, I will pass the microphone to you. But speaking of microphones, we are not on microphones.
No, we have none of that fancy dancy equipment.
But we are trying to do this recording, you know, over the phone like we used to when we first started 50 episodes ago.
I know! 50 people, 50 episodes. We should be celebrating. Well, we are celebrating. We celebrate life every day.
We do.
But still, 50. Who'd have thought?
And we start right, and in a pandemic, right after we started, there was a pandemic which we thought would end right away. But we had to do phone recordings for quite a while until we could get together again.
I know, and we hope we're remembering how to do this. It's
so if you hear some sounds, sorry about that, because I'm in a like a timeshare. People are opening and slamming doors, and traffic goes by, but we're doing our best.
We are doing our best. I have a construction guy, so you never know. There might be a few hammer hits here and there.
But we for sure wanted a podcast for everybody. So how are you, Laura? I'm gonna just
handing it over.
Yeah, handing it over. There you go.
All righty. And I do miss you. It is fun to do this in person. But here we go. We're techies. We can do this. All right. My week, such as it is, not much of a calamity, a small one, but I'll get to that later. I've been really pretty tame lately as far as my mishaps. Anyway, went to Chicago to see the little granddaughter and her mom and dad. Always fun. She's adorable. Could not be cuter. We took her to the Lincoln Park Zoo, and they had like a pumpkin patch. It was so fun.
Oh, see, those are the best things. Those are things that you can't really do without a kid. I mean, right?
Exactly. It's a good excuse to like wander around and get all excited about the seals and the spotting of an orangutan. It's like amazing how excited you get when you're looking into this area that's supposed to have a zebra and you can't find it. And then all of a sudden your OH shrieks out, "There's the zebra!" And it's just so thrilling.
It was
thrilling as it was when we were kids. So anyway, now what I will say, and I was very unfamiliar with this, I always learn things. Life is a learning journey.
Indeed. Yes.
When we were there at this Lincoln Park Zoo, of course, there's real animals. There were also many, many people dressed up like animals. The whole costume, the whole bit. And at first,
really?
Yes. And at first I thought, oh, they must be hired by the zoo. And it was a pretty nice day. I thought they must be a little warm, but isn't this interesting? The zoo does this. Well, no. My millennial son-in-law quickly said, "Oh boy, there must be a furry conference." I was like, "What?" Furries. It's a thing. Furries. Furries. And they're all across the country. And it's like the Comic-Con conferences, the comic people. They dress up like animals and they go to conferences together. There you go.
I am speechless. I'm trying to picture this.
Adults dress up and go to conferences. So
and they were really dressed up. I mean, these were pretty elaborate costumes.
Oh, yeah. I should have taken a picture. I didn't want to look like the obnoxious boomer taking pictures of a furry, but there you go. Now, an offshoot. I feel like I have to educate everyone. An offshoot of the furries are things called bronies. BRONIS. Bronies.
BRONIES.
And do you know what a brony is?
Of course not. What?
Right. It's men, I think more like Gen Z, millennial age, who, this is the weirdest thing. I'm sorry, people. I'm trying to understand today's world. Who dress up like My Little Ponies. They love My Little Ponies. They are men who admit they love My Little Ponies. And it's another group, an offshoot of the furries. Just so you know.
All right, this is really scaring me. This is really making me feel uncomfortable. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, so I saw my first furry. So now I feel like
and bronies. You saw bronies?
No, I didn't see a brony. Maybe, I don't know. My little Richfield, Ohio area doesn't maybe have them, but Chicago does. All right, moving along. What has made my life? I just have to stop with a little medical note. This is our medical portion of the podcast.
Yes.
From bronies to hearing aids.
Oh, good. I want an update. Yes.
Yes. Now, this you can understand. I have, and they're the Lively, Lively, Lively. You can get them online. I give this group A+, A+, A+. I can hear darn well. And really, my hearing wasn't horrible, but I can hear so much better. I can hear everything. I can hear drips from a sink in the bathroom. Maybe not what you want to hear, but I can hear everything so well. And one of the best parts about it, I get my own audiologist, and she Zoomed me a couple times. Dr. Mills. Hi, Dr. Mills, if you're listening, because she now listens to our podcast. Thank you.
Great. And she can hear it.
Yes. It's just wonderful. She explains everything. It's like a whole new world. It's a symphony of sounds in my ears.
Oh, I am so proud of you. I'm really proud of you for doing this, for moving forward with it. And yes. I'm glad it's working out so well for you.
So I'm just thrilled. I mean, birds. I took a walk. I was just like, oh my gosh, it's so loud, the rustling of the leaves. But I think people just hear this and I just haven't. So whole new world.
I'm really proud and thankful. Oh my goodness.
Me too. So
good. So how long do you wear them now each day?
Every day. I mean, first thing I wait till after I shower. They don't probably need to get soaking wet, but right after my shower, dry out my ears, put them in, and to bed we go. I don't sleep in them. I mean, I take them out before bed. Yeah. Anyway, A+ to hearing aids for all us boomers. Bronies and furries, maybe not. Hearing aids, yes. Now,
yes.
Have a question for you.
Oh, good.
This is a little family trivia question.
Okay.
All right. 3 of our households now own these.
3 out. Okay, so this would be 3 out of how many?
I don't know, 5, 6, depending if you want to call you guys too. 7.
Okay, so you
own 3 of these. Us, almost half of us now own these. That's clue number 1.
Okay. Well, this is fun.
There's something you can buy like at a Walmart, Target.
Okay.
Clue number 2.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love this. Yes.
Clue number 3, you
Yeah?
do not have one. I do. I got it at like not Target. I can't. Home Goods. I got it at a Home Goods.
All right, but
Target,
I don't
Walmart,
have one.
and like our house has some.
Huh.
Furniture stores may have them. So that's your next clue. Clue number 4.
Yes.
You could sit on it, and a small child would probably love to.
Oh.
Do you know what this is?
No, I mean, what?
You're stuttering. We're moving on to your last and final
I
clue.
am stuttering. Is it a stool or
Very similar.
a big
Clue
pillow?
number 5, last one. It rhymes with roofs.
It rhymes with roofs.
Roofs, like the things on your house.
You can buy it at any big box store. Half of our family has it.
Yes, 3 of our households have it. Do you give up?
I do. I'm so excited. Yes, I give up. What is it?
It is called a poof. P-O-U-F.
Well, you're right. It rhymes with roof.
They're
What
so
is
much
it?
fun. They're like big square, or you can get circular ones. They're like small little square cubes covered in cloth or whatever. Look them up online, and they're decorative things to add to your house.
And why are you adding them to your house? Are they?
Well, like a child could sit on it, or an adult, not quite as comfortably, but they're just kind of added fun decoration that you could sit on it. Just look it up, people. P-O-U-F. Poof.
But really, it's mainly a decoration.
Yeah, and a handy little. You could probably put your foot on it, maybe a small. Yeah,
A
they're
poof.
fun. They're a whole new thing. All right, now.
Oh, that was fun, Laura. That was fun.
All kinds of things. Another thing you may not be familiar with, I did not know, but thankfully my oldest daughter and I were walking through Target and she said, "Oh, good. I just got one of these. I love them." And it's a shacket. Shacket.
I wouldn't have guessed that one either. Oh, this is really fun, Laura.
Shacket. A shacket is a shirt and a jacket combined. So she's got like this cute flannel shirt, but it has like a furry inside. So it looks like just a cute flannel shirt on the outside, but it's actually a little warmer, and they're called shackets. I'm glad you know this.
I am glad. It's a lot to take in, Laura. It's a lot.
It is. All right. Now I'm going to move on to just a quick little food. This is just real quick. I have come up with a new dinner. Pretty much like we drove home from Chicago. We were starving. There was nothing to eat. Nobody wanted to go to the grocery store. We were tired of DoorDash. So I found a DiGiorno pizza, stuffed crust, mind you. Put it on the pizza spinner that I think you got me about 17 years ago. Still spins. Still works. Still the best. And I made Kraft macaroni and cheese. This was a big night. Put the two together. Put Kraft macaroni and cheese on top of your stuffed crust DiGiorno. It's like heaven.
Oh, now that sounds good, and I think Paige would love that. My own Paige would love that. So you unwrap the frozen pizza, you put it on the pizza spinner. When did you put the macaroni and cheese on it?
Well, I cooked the macaroni and cheese, and then immediately after I took it off the spinner, I guess I could have put it on the spinner. Ooh.
Well, I don't know. I was wondering.
I don't know, but I just put the pizza in a bowl, and then put the macaroni on top, and let me tell you, 5-star dining.
Now, how did you think of that? It sounds wonderful. How did you think of it?
I don't know. I was just hungry. I think I saw the ads for Panera's that have grilled cheese with macaroni and cheese in them. And I thought, why not macaroni and cheese on pizza? It's a winner.
Exactly.
It's a winner.
Oh.
It's a winner. It's a winner.
I'm going to keep track of that. Macaroni and cheese could go on lots of good things.
Yes.
Especially now that we're getting into that kind of mac and cheesy time of the year.
I'm telling
Excellent.
you.
Oh, my goodness.
Next.
Excellent. I think this is the best thing in our podcast. So
It might
thank
be.
you.
It might be. I did eat Indian food, real Indian food from a restaurant in Chicago, which was fantastic. But honestly, the macaroni and cheese on pizza was pretty darn good.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
And then just a quick question. I said I would ask this of you. My daughter was making bolognese. How do you say bolognese sauce? Is it bolognese?
I think bolognese. You're close.
Bolognese. Yeah. All right. So that's my little food segment. A quick calamity, and then I think it's time to stop, believe it or not.
Yes, we have to hear a calamity. Good.
This is real quick, but I severely burned my ear with my hair straightener.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was straightening my hair and
your ear. Oh, your poor ears.
My whole ear, like, it was all scabbed and red. It was pretty bad. But that's the only thing I burned, Jean. Didn't burn anything in the kitchen.
Right, and no alarms went off.
No alarms, so I'm pleased with that. But that's
I
pretty much my week. And I actually have a whole paper, which I'm going to have to wait till next time. It was on all the trends, all the current trends.
Right. Well, all right. So next time for sure, we'll start off with current trends.
Trends.
I just, as a comment about your calamities, I think that's the one thing I have really learned during 50 podcasts. I never realized you had so many.
Yeah, I don't know what that says about me, but I'm
still
here.
Sorry, Pat, we're going to go a minute longer.
Yes.
As I was drinking my coffee the other morning, I was looking at the Cleveland online paper. There was a headline.
Mm-hmm.
Dog pulls skateboarding girl on highway, scaring motorists. It wasn't you, was it?
What in the name of
That's what it said.
Skateboarding trick. Seriously?
Yes.
Dog
that wasn't you.
Skateboarding
girl on highway scaring motorists.
Yeah.
Perfect way to end the show, right? We love you all. OKBoomerPod.com. Thank you, Pat.
OK Boomer Podcast on any of your favorite platforms. Thank you, Pat. Love you, miss you. Get back to Ohio.
Thank you, dear. Toodles.
Toodaloo. Bye.
Be sure to come back to beautiful Ohio and the OK Boomer Podcast. To listen to previous episodes or to drop us a line, visit okboomerpod.com.